Antarctica is the coldest, driest, and windiest place on Earth. It is a continent almost entirely covered by ice, larger than Europe, yet without a permanent human population for centuries. It remained invisible to human civilization, hidden behind violent oceans and endless storms. Even today, Antarctica feels less like a place on Earth and more like a different planet. This continent surrounds the South Pole and is isolated by the Southern Ocean. Powerful currents circle Antarctica endlessly, cutting it off from warmer waters. This natural barrier keeps the continent frozen and unchanged. Some parts of Antarctica have not seen rain for millions of years. In certain regions, snowfall is so rare that the landscape resembles a frozen desert. Antarctica began forming over 180 million years ago, when it was part of the ancient supercontinent Gondwana. At that time, it was warm and covered in forests. Fossils show that dinosaurs once walked on Antarctic soil, but as tectonic plates shifted, Antarctica drifted southward. When it finally isolated itself at the bottom of the planet, temperatures dropped dramatically. Ice began to accumulate, layer by layer, until the continent transformed into the frozen world we see today. The ice sheet covering Antarctica is the largest on Earth. It holds about 70% of all the planet's fresh water. In some places, the ice is over 4 kilometers thick. Beneath it lies a hidden world of mountains, valleys, lakes, and even rivers. If all Antarctic ice melted, global sea levels would rise by nearly 60 meters, flooding most coastal cities on Earth. Despite its extreme conditions, Antarctica is not lifeless. Along its coast, penguins form massive colonies. Seals rest on the ice. Whales migrate through nearby waters. In the ocean beneath the ice, life thrives in darkness and freezing temperatures. Tiny organisms form the base of a complex food chain that supports some of the largest animals on the planet. Human contact with Antarctica began relatively recently. The first confirmed sighting occurred in the early 19th century. Explorers arrived driven by curiosity, ambition, and national pride. Early expeditions faced unimaginable hardship. Ships were crushed by ice. Crews suffered from starvation and extreme cold. Many did not return. One of the most dramatic stories is that of early polar explorers who crossed vast ice fields using only basic equipment. Temperatures dropped below -50 degrees Celsius. Winds strong enough to tear skin from faces were common. Survival depended on discipline, teamwork, and sheer willpower. Today, Antarctica is governed by international agreement. No single country owns it. The Antarctic Treaty protects the continent for peaceful scientific research, military activity, and mining are forbidden. Scientists from around the world live in research stations scattered across the ice, studying climate, astronomy, geology, and biology. What makes Antarctica especially important is its role in Earth's climate system. Ice cores drilled deep into the ice contain trapped air bubbles from hundreds of thousands of years ago. By studying them, scientists can see how Earth's atmosphere changed over time. These frozen records reveal past temperatures, carbon dioxide levels, and even volcanic eruptions. Antarctica is a time machine. It preserves Earth's history in ice. Understanding it helps scientists predict the planet's future. Another phenomenon found in Antarctica is the blood falls. At the edge of a glacier, a red liquid flows onto the ice, staining it like rust. This strange color comes from iron-rich water oxidizing when it meets air. The water originates from a subglacial lake filled with ancient microbes that survive without sunlight or oxygen. This discovery reshaped scientific understanding of how life can exist in extreme environments. Antarctica is also one of the best places on Earth to study the universe. The air is incredibly dry and stable. During polar night, the sun does not rise for months, creating perfect conditions for observing space. Telescopes on the ice search for cosmic radiation and clues about the origins of the universe. Yet Antarctica is changing. Climate warming is affecting even this remote continent. Ice shelves are cracking and collapsing into the ocean. Glaciers are accelerating toward the sea. The loss of ice does not directly raise sea levels when it floats, but it allows inland glaciers to flow faster, contributing to global sea rise. Scientists monitor these changes constantly. Antarctica acts as an early warning system for the planet. What happens here will affect every coastline on Earth. Can people visit Antarctica? Yes, but only a few. Tourists arrive by ship or specialized aircraft. Strict rules control where they can go and what they can do. Every step must minimize environmental impact. Antarctica is not a place to conquer, but a place to observe. What do scientists know today? They know Antarctica holds keys to Earth's climate past and future. They know life can exist in conditions once thought impossible. They know the ice is responding to warming faster than expected. And they know that protecting Antarctica means protecting the entire planet. Antarctica is not just ice. It is memory, warning, and discovery, a continent that belongs to no nation, yet affects all humanity, a frozen world that silently tells the story of Earth itself.